I'd been told that a musician is only as good as his last gig. So in the time of the sickness, I set out in search of one more opportunity to ply my trade for any sane humans who remained. The city was all but deserted, and the wind served to underscore the emptiness of this new forlorn world. I began by drumming, for rhythm is the universal foundation of the musical language. But there was no one to hear my desperate plea for an audience of like-minded companions. So I abandoned my drum and reacquired my guitar from its hiding place in the Forbidden Zone, where it had been carefully stowed away, safe from the scavengers that had run wild when the dark days first descended. I set out once more for the city, where I encountered a solitary soul on the street and inquired for guidance.
Hey man, do you know where I can get a gig around here?
You shouldn't be out of here, man. You need to get out of here. You shouldn't be out on the street.
I surmised that he too had been stricken, and his mind had begun its descent into madness. I wandered aimlessly in search of an appropriate venue to rally any sound-minded citizens to my cause, until I found an open space that might once have served such a purpose.
How's everybody doing out there? Let's play some rock and roll!
Oh, what had become of this once bustling and hopeful place? And would the days of mirth and activity ever return? When my meanderings brought me to an abandoned playground, I paused to recall the years of carefree happiness. But my reverie was eclipsed by the knowledge that I, too, must soon share the fate of my race. Hour upon hour I strode alone through desolate neighborhoods and the empty grounds of institutions. Long did I ponder the meaning of life and the folly of man. I chanced upon a stream flowing just as it had throughout the ages. As I dropped a small rock from the bridge, I considered that I too was but a pebble, leaving no more than a small ripple in the great river of this existence. At long last, I discovered an expansive park where grand performances had once stirred and soothed throngs of people. I made a final desperate attempt to summon someone, anyone, from the shadows.
I wrote this one for my woman right before she ran off with a gang of infected marauders.
In the end, there was nothing left to do but commandeer the nearest suitable abandoned vehicle and flee this cursed place. I set out in search of the last bastions of humanity, vowing never to return to the Forsaken Lands.